Self-belief is the cornerstone of confidence. It is the unwavering conviction that you have the skills, knowledge, and determination to succeed. Without it, you'll constantly second-guess yourself, holding back from pursuing your dreams or taking risks. Self-belief is not about having all the answers or never doubting yourself. It's about trusting that you can figure things out as you go, knowing that you are capable of overcoming obstacles. It's important to understand that self-belief doesn't mean thinking you're perfect or always having things under control. It's about acknowledging your worth and recognizing the potential you have within. When you truly believe in yourself, you stop waiting for external validation or approval. You begin to trust your judgment and decisions, even when others might question you or doubt your abilities. Building self-belief requires you to look at your past experiences and recognize the moments where you have succeeded or pushed through the situations. These moments, whether big or small, are reminders of your strength and resilience. When you remember how far you've come, you realize that you have the power to handle whatever comes next. However, self-belief doesn't come overnight. It's a process of consistent practice and reflection. Every time you face a challenge, remind yourself that you are capable of handling it. When doubt creeps in, confront it with affirmations of your abilities. Instead of focusing on the reasons why something might go wrong, focus on the reasons why you can make it work. Self-belief also means accepting that mistakes are part of the journey. Instead of seeing failure as a sign of weakness or inadequacy, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Real confidence comes from understanding that setbacks don't define you. They are just stepping stones on the path to success. Each time you face difficulty and continue moving forward, your self-belief grows stronger. In the end, self-belief is not about being arrogant or thinking you're invincible. It's about recognizing that you are enough as you are, and that you have everything you need within you to create the life you desire. Cultivating self-belief empowers you to take action, push through adversity, and achieve things you never thought possible. Let me know if you would like more elaboration on any other points. A growth mindset is one of the most powerful tools you can develop to enhance your confidence. It's the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort, learning, and persistence rather than being fixed traits. People with a growth mindset view challenges and failures not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. They see obstacles as stepping stones and mistakes as valuable lessons rather than signs of inadequacy. Having a growth mindset means you're not afraid to fail, because you know failure isn't a reflection of your worth or abilities. It's simply part of the process of growth. This mindset encourages you to embrace challenges, take risks, and push yourself out of your comfort zone, knowing that every new experience brings the chance to learn something new. Instead of avoiding difficult situations, you actively seek them because you know that they are opportunities to improve and become better. When you adopt a growth mindset, you stop comparing yourself to others in a way that breeds jealousy or self-doubt. Instead, you focus on your own progress and development. You realize that someone else's success doesn't take away from your potential to succeed. Every person is on their own unique journey, and your path to growth is just as valuable, even if it looks different from others. You start to appreciate the process of learning, recognizing that the effort you put into mastering new skills or achieving goals is what will ultimately pay off. This mindset shifts your perspective on challenges. Instead of seeing them as things to be feared or avoided, you start to view them as tests of your resilience and opportunity for expansion. Each challenge is a chance to develop new strategies, hone your skills, and prove to yourself that you can rise above adversity. With a growth mindset, you are less likely to get discouraged when things don't go as planned. Instead of giving up, you reassess, adapt, and keep moving forward. The beauty of a growth mindset is that it fosters a sense of empowerment. You stop seeing yourself as someone who is stuck with a fixed set of abilities and start recognizing that you have the power to grow and evolve. The more you embrace this mindset, the more confident you become, because you no longer feel limited by your past failures or perceived shortcomings. You understand that you can always improve no matter where you start. This mindset also encourages perseverance. With a growth mindset, you're not easily deterred by obstacles. You know that setbacks are not permanent roadblocks, but temporary challenges that you can overcome. This resilience builds confidence over time because you begin to trust in your ability to adapt and improve, no matter how tough the journey may seem. Lastly, a growth mindset opens you up to continuous learning. You become more open to feedback and constructive criticism, knowing that they are essential tools for your improvement. Instead of being defensive or resistant to feedback, you embrace it as a way to identify areas of improvement. This openness not only helps you grow, but also increases your confidence as you realize that every piece of feedback brings you clone of the most powerful drivers of confidence is the simple yet profound concept of taking action. Even when things are far from perfect, many people struggle with perfectionism, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect set of skills before they take the first step toward their goals. But perfection by nature is an illusion. It's a never-ending pursuit that can prevent you from making progress or achieving your dreams. Instead of waiting for everything to align perfectly, it's far more important to focus on action. Taking action is a confidence builder because it helps you shift from theory into practice. You can spend endless hours planning, thinking, and talking about your goals, but until you actually take that first step, you remain stuck. The moment you move forward, no matter how small the step, you begin to build momentum. You prove to yourself that you can make progress, and this small act of doing something, even imperfectly, shows you that you are capable. The confidence that comes from this progress is often what fuels you to keep going, to take the next step and next step. The key here is recognizing that action doesn't have to be flawless. In fact, it's the mistakes, the trial and error, and the lessons learned along the way that make your journey valuable. Perfection is static, but action is dynamic. When you take action, you open yourself up to learning, growth, and refinement. Each action you take, regardless of the outcome, is a building block that strengthens your experience and your confidence. Taking action is also an antidote to fear. Fear often arises when we overthink or worry about all the things that could go wrong. We imagine worst-case scenarios and become paralyzed by the idea of failure. But when you shift your focus from perfection to action, you start to bypass the paralyzing effects of fear. By simply moving forward, you neutralize the power that fear holds over you. As you take one step and then another, you start to realize that failure is not the end of the road, but simply part of the process. It is through action that you discover new possibilities, develop resilience, and expand your confidence. When you're caught up in the pursuit of perfection, you can also lose sight of your ultimate goals. Perfectionism can lead to overthinking and over-preparing, causing you to miss opportunities or to delay taking action altogether. By focusing on action, you stay grounded in the present moment, which is where real growth happens. You take immediate, deliberate steps toward your goals, no matter how they might turn out, knowing that the most important thing is to keep moving. Each step, even if imperfect, brings you closer to success. One of the major benefits of focusing on action is that it builds adaptability. The more you act, the more you learn, and the more you can adjust your strategies based on real-world feedback. If you wait for everything to be perfect before you act, you might miss the chance to course correct or adapt to changing circumstances. Taking action helps you become more flexible, more solution-oriented, and more confident in your ability to navigate challenges as they arise. The concept of action over perfection also ties into the idea of self-compassion. Often, perfectionism is tied to self-criticism. We feel we are not good enough unless we achieve something flawless. But when you prioritize action over perfection, you give yourself permission to be human, to make mistakes, and to learn as you go. This mindset shift creates an environment where you can celebrate the progress you make, even if it's messy or not quite as you envisioned it. Every action you take, even if imperfect, is a victory on the road to greater self-confidence. In the end, confidence is born through doing. Not positive self-talk is one of the most important and transformative habits you can cultivate to build lasting confidence. The way we speak to ourselves internally and externally has a profound impact on our mindset, self-image, and overall outlook on life. Our internal dialogue shapes the way we perceive ourselves, our capabilities, and the world around us. When our self-talk is negative or self-critical, it can limit our potential, keeping us stuck in a cycle of doubt and insecurity. On the other hand, positive self-talk empowers us to believe in ourselves, to take action, and to persist in the face of adversity. Positive self-talk is not about blindly ignoring flaws or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about reframing our thoughts and focusing on what's going well, on our strengths, and on our progress. It's about practicing kindness and compassion towards ourselves as we would for a good friend. When we make a mistake or face a setback, instead of harshly criticizing ourselves, we can choose to acknowledge the lesson, embrace the opportunity for growth, and reaffirm our belief in our ability to move forward. The power of positive self-talk lies in its ability to change our mental narrative. We all have an inner voice, but many of us unknowingly let it be dominated by negativity. Phrases like "I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed," or "I can't do this" are common examples of self-defeating thoughts. These statements, when repeated over time, can become deeply ingrained in our subconscious mind, affecting our behavior, our decision-making, and our level of confidence. But by intentionally changing these thoughts, we can reprogram our minds to think more positively. When you replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations, you begin to notice a shift in your energy and mindset. Instead of focusing on what you lack, you focus on your strengths. Instead of believing in your limitations, you start to believe in your potential. For example, when facing a challenge, instead of saying, "This is too hard," you can say, "This is an opportunity to grow, and I have the skills to handle it." Instead of thinking, "I always mess up," you can remind yourself, "I learn from my mistakes, and each time I try, I get better." These small shifts in language can drastically change the way you perceive yourself in the world. One of the key aspects of positive self-talk is self-compassion. This means being gentle with yourself, especially when things don't go as planned. Life is filled with ups and downs, and we all encounter challenges and moments of failure. During these times, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism, but this only erodes our confidence and self-worth. Instead, try to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a loved one. Acknowledge that mistakes are part of the human experience and remind yourself that they don't define you. Self-compassion allows you to recover faster from setbacks and to maintain a sense of confidence and resilience, even in difficult times. Another important aspect of positive self-talk is the use of affirmations. Affirmations are positive, present tense statements that help to reinforce a confident and optimistic mindset. By repeating affirmations, you can begin to internalize these positive beliefs, which in turn strengthens your sense of self-worth and confidence. For instance, affirmations like "I am capable and confident," "I trust in my abilities," or "I am worthy of success" can help to drown out the negativity and self-doubt that often hold us back. It may feel awkward at first, but with consistent practice, these affirmations become ingrained in your mindset, influencing how you approach challenges and opportunities. Positive self-talk also plays a significant role in managing stress and anxiety. When we're faced with stressful situations, our thoughts can quickly spiral into worst-case scenarios. Our internal dialogue becomes filled with worry and fear. However, when we practice positive self-talk, we can interrupt this cycle of anxiety and replace those fearful thoughts with more balanced, empowering ones. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm going to fail," try saying, "I've prepared for this and I can handle whatever comes my way." This shift in perspective not only reduces anxiety, but also enhances your ability to think clearly and stay calm under pressure, further building your confidence. Positive self-talk also influences how we interact with others. When we view ourselves through a lens of positivity and self-worth, we are more likely to engage with others in a confident, authentic way. We stop seeking external validation as our sense of self is no longer dependent on others' opinions. Instead, we interact from a place of inner strength, which can improve our relationships and increase our influence. People are naturally drawn to confidence, and when we communicate with self-assurance, we inspire confidence in others as well. The impact of positive self-talk extends beyond just words. It also affects our actions. When we speak positively to ourselves, we naturally take more bold, decisive actions. If you believe in your abilities and trust that you will succeed, you're more likely to pursue opportunities, take risks, and face challenges head on. Body language is a powerful tool that can significantly influence both how others perceive us and how we perceive ourselves. Often, the way we carry ourselves is a direct reflection of our internal state. When we're feeling confident, we stand tall, walk with purpose, and make eye contact. On the other hand, when we're unsure or insecure, we tend to slouch, avoid eye contact, and make ourselves smaller. But the connection between body language and confidence isn't one-sided. The way we physically present ourselves can also shape our mindset, impacting how confident we feel. By consciously adopting confident body language, we can enhance our own sense of self-assurance and influence how others perceive us in positive ways. One of the key aspects of confident body language is posture. How you stand or sit has a direct impact on how you feel. When you stand with your shoulders back, head held high, and spine straight, you immediately project a sense of confidence. This kind of posture not only signals to others that you are self-assured, but it also sends a message to your brain, reinforcing that you are confident. In contrast, when you slouch or hunch over, your body feels more closed off, and this physical contraction can lead to feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. Maintaining good posture, therefore, is an essential practice for boosting your own confidence, as well as creating a positive impression on those around you. Another critical element of body language is making eye contact. When you make direct eye contact with others, it communicates that you are engaged, confident, and open. People are more likely to listen to you, trust you, and respect you when you hold eye contact during conversations. It shows that you're comfortable in your own skin and willing to connect with others on a deeper level. On the flip side, avoiding eye contact can make you appear distant, uncertain, or untrustworthy. By practicing eye contact, not just in professional or social settings, but in everyday interactions, you can enhance your own confidence and build stronger, more authentic connections with others. Gestures also play a crucial role in how we communicate confidence. Using open, expansive gestures such as uncrossing your arms, using your hands to emphasize points, or leaning forward slightly when speaking helps convey a sense of openness and self-assurance. When we gesture freely and comfortably, it shows that we are at ease with ourselves and the situation at hand. On the other hand, closed-off gestures such as crossing your arms over your chest or fidgeting can create an impression of defensiveness or discomfort. Being aware of how you use your hands and posture during conversations can influence not only how others see you, but also how you feel about yourself. Open, confident gestures can help you feel more empowered and engaged, reinforcing your belief in yourself. Another powerful aspect of body language is your facial expressions. Your face is a mirror to your emotions, and the way you express yourself can send clear signals about your confidence level. Smiling, for instance, is a simple yet incredibly effective way to radiate confidence. A genuine smile not only makes you appear more approachable and friendly, but it also triggers positive emotions within you. When you smile, your brain releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals, which help you feel more confident and positive. Conversely, a tense or frowning face can create a sense of unease, signaling to both you and others that you may not be feeling confident. Paying attention to your facial expressions and consciously adopting a more relaxed, positive demeanor can have a noticeable impact on how you carry yourself. Physical presence also involves the way you walk. The way you move through a space can convey a great deal about your self-assurance. A confident walk involves purposeful strides with your head held high and your chest open. It's about moving with intention, taking up space, and walking as if you belong. This not only projects confidence to others, but also reinforces your own sense of self-worth. On the other hand, dragging your feet, walking with a slumped posture, or moving timidly can signal insecurity and lack of confidence. When you practice walking with purpose, it influences your mindset, making you feel more assertive and empowered. Breathing is another often overlooked component of body language that affects confidence. When we feel anxious or unsure, our breathing tends to become shallow, rapid, or erratic. This can increase feelings of nervousness and self-doubt. However, when we consciously slow down our breathing, take deep, controlled breaths, we trigger a sense of calm and presence. Deep breathing helps to relax the body, reduce stress, and improve mental clarity. By paying attention to your breath and using it to calm yourself in moments of uncertainty, you can not only boost your physical confidence, but also create a state of inner peace that enhances your overall sense of self-assurance. The overall energy you bring into a room also plays a crucial role in how you are perceived. Confident people often exude a positive, vibrant energy which attracts others and encourages trust. This energy comes from the combination of your posture, facial expressions, gestures, and overall presence. When you walk into a room and carry yourself with purpose and positivity, you radiate an aura of confidence that makes others take notice. This energy is magnetic, as people are naturally drawn to those who appear self-assured and comfortable in their own skin. The more you practice confident body language, the more natural it becomes, and the more it amplifies your inner confidence. In summary, your body language is a reflection of your internal state, but it also has the power to shape your mindset and influence how others perceive you. By consciously practicing confident body language through posture, eye contact, gestures, facial expressions, and movement, you can enhance your own confidence and project it to the world around you. The more you embody confidence through your physical, failure is often seen as the antithesis of success, but in reality, it's an integral part of the journey toward achievement. The fear of failure is one of the biggest obstacles to building confidence because it keeps us from taking risks, trying new things, and stepping out of our comfort zones. But what if we could shift our perspective on failure? Instead of viewing it as something to fear or avoid, we can begin to embrace it as a necessary and valuable experience that shapes our growth and development. When we embrace failure, we stop seeing it as a reflection of our worth or abilities. Too often, we tie our self-esteem to our achievements, thinking that success is the only thing that validates us. But failure doesn't make us less worthy or less capable. In fact, failure often brings out our greatest strengths, resilience, and resourcefulness. It is through facing challenges and setbacks that we learn the most about ourselves and develop the skills needed to succeed in the future. Rather than seeing failure as something that diminishes our confidence, we can see it as a building block, a stepping stone that propels us forward. One of the most important ways failure helps build confidence is by teaching us resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks, to keep moving forward even when things don't go as planned. Every time we experience failure and get back up, we reinforce our capacity to overcome obstacles. The more we experience failure and learn from it, the stronger and more confident we become. Resilience teaches us that we are not defined by our failures, but by how we respond to them. Instead of letting failure defeat us, we allow it to fuel our determination and drive. Failure also provides us with invaluable lessons. When something doesn't work out as we expected, it forces us to reflect and analyze what went wrong. This process of reflection helps us identify what we can improve, what we can do differently next time, and what strategies we can adopt to move forward more effectively. Failure, in essence, is the best teacher we can have. It highlights areas of weakness, uncovers blind spots, and reveals our true potential. Each failure brings us one step closer to success because we learn from our mistakes and apply those lessons in future attempts. The more we embrace failure as a teacher, the more we can grow and refine our approach, thus increasing our confidence in our ability to handle future challenges. One of the most powerful aspects of embracing failure is that it teaches us not to fear risks. When we live in constant fear of making mistakes or falling short of expectations, we limit our potential. We avoid taking chances and remain stuck in our comfort zones, never fully exploring our capabilities. But when we begin to view failure as a natural part of the process, we stop fearing it and start taking bold actions. We're more likely to try new things, explore uncharted territories, and take risks that have the potential for growth and success. Embracing failure gives us the courage to step outside of our comfort zones, knowing that even if we don't succeed, we will gain something valuable from the experience. Furthermore, embracing failure helps us develop a healthier relationship with success. When we realize that failure is not the end of the road, but rather a detour on the path to success, we can appreciate our achievements even more. Success doesn't feel as daunting or fragile when we understand that it is the result of many small failures, lessons, and efforts over time. The more we fail, the more we appreciate the journey, the progress we've made, and the growth we've experienced. This shift in mindset helps us stay grounded and humble, recognizing that every success we achieve is the result of perseverance, learning, and resilience. Failure also encourages a growth-oriented mindset. When we embrace failure, we inherently adopt a mindset that values growth over perfection. Instead of being paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes or looking foolish, we shift our focus to learning and improving. A growth mindset encourages us to take on challenges, make mistakes, and learn from them. By seeing failure as an opportunity to learn, we remain focused on the process rather than the outcome. This mindset not only builds confidence, but also increases our ability to handle future challenges with ease and optimism. Moreover, embracing failure helps break down the illusion of perfection. We often hold ourselves to unrealistic standards, expecting flawless results in everything we do. But perfection is unattainable, and striving for it can lead to frustration and self-doubt. When we embrace failure, we accept that it's okay not to be perfect, and we stop placing so much pressure on ourselves to succeed every time. This acceptance of imperfection leads to greater self-compassion and a more balanced approach to personal growth. We no longer view mistakes as failures, but as natural and valuable parts of the learning process. Finally, embracing failure fosters a sense of humility. When we accept that failure is a part of life, we become more understanding and empathetic toward others. We recognize that everyone experiences setbacks and challenges, and we learn to celebrate our own failures as well as those of others. This humility not only builds confidence, but also creates stronger, more authentic connections with those around us. We no longer need to hide our failures or pretend that we have all the answers. The people we surround ourselves with play an incredibly important role in shaping our confidence. It's not just about the influence of others in terms of praise or validation, but also the type of energy, support, and encouragement that they provide. Our relationships, whether with family, friends, mentors, or colleagues, directly impact how we see ourselves, how much we believe in our potential, and how we approach challenges. Being around supportive people who genuinely care for our well-being can be the catalyst for building and maintaining unshakable confidence, while negative or unsupportive individuals can undermine our belief in ourselves and cause self-doubt. Supportive people are those who encourage us to be our best selves, those who believe in our potential and who are there to celebrate our successes and lift us up during setbacks. When we surround ourselves with individuals who genuinely have our back, we create a positive environment that nurtures our growth and self-worth. These are the people who remind us of our strengths when we forget, who challenge us to reach for greater heights, and who offer a safe space where we can be vulnerable, make mistakes, and still feel accepted. They are the ones who believe in us even when we don't believe in ourselves. Having supportive people in our lives creates a sense of belonging and validation that is essential for confidence. When we feel valued and understood by those around us, we are more likely to believe in our worth and take action toward our goals. Being surrounded by individuals who lift us up and remind us of our capabilities gives us the confidence to take risks, pursue our passions, and push beyond our comfort zones. Their belief in us acts as a mirror, reflecting back to us the greatness we may not yet see within ourselves. Supportive people can also offer constructive feedback that helps us grow. They don't just tell us what we want to hear, they provide honest and helpful insights that allow us to improve and become better versions of ourselves. Constructive criticism, when given with care and respect, can be a powerful tool for building confidence. It's about learning from mistakes and becoming better rather than feeling ashamed or defeated. Supportive individuals help us view failure as a stepping stone, not an obstacle, and help us focus on the lessons we can take from each experience. This kind of feedback makes us feel empowered to keep going and to continue improving. In addition to offering encouragement, supportive people also offer practical support in times of need. They are the ones who offer a helping hand, whether it's by providing advice, sharing resources, or simply being present when we need someone to talk to. When we feel like we have a strong support system, it reduces feelings of isolation and self-doubt. Knowing that we don't have to face challenges alone can bolster our resilience and give us the strength to tackle even the most difficult situations with confidence. Whether it's an emotional shoulder to lean on or someone to brainstorm ideas with, supportive people provide the foundation for us to thrive. Moreover, being surrounded by a positive, supportive community allows us to see new possibilities and opportunities. When we are part of a network that encourages collaboration, growth, and mutual success, we begin to view the world through a lens of abundance, not scarcity. We stop feeling threatened by the success of others and instead feel inspired by it. Supportive individuals cheer on our accomplishments just as much as they cheer on their own, fostering an atmosphere of shared success and mutual growth. This kind of environment boosts our self-esteem and motivates us to reach higher and dream bigger. Conversely, being surrounded by negative or unsupportive people can have a detrimental effect on our confidence. When we're around individuals who constantly criticize us, belittle our ideas, or project their own fears and insecurities onto us, it can chip away at our self-worth. Negative people may attempt to undermine our achievements, reinforce our doubts, and discourage us from pursuing our goals. Over time, their negativity can start to feel like a weight, making us second-guess ourselves and question our abilities. This is why it's essential to be mindful of the people we allow into our inner circle. A toxic environment can stifle growth, but a supportive one can help us flourish. The impact of supportive people also extends to our ability to overcome challenges. Life is filled with ups and downs, and we will inevitably encounter moments of difficulty and adversity. During these times, having a network of people who believe in us and offer support can make all the difference. They are the ones who remind us that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for growth. They help us keep things in perspective and offer guidance when we need it most. The more we have individuals who uplift us during tough times, the more resilient and confident we become, because we learn to trust ourselves and our ability to weather storms. Furthermore, supportive relationships provide a sense of accountability that can help us stay focused and committed to our goals. When we share our aspirations with people who care about our success, they hold us to our word and encourage us to take consistent action. Accountability from others not only motivates us to keep moving forward, but it also helps us stay on track and maintain our sense of purpose. When we know others are cheering us on and rooting for our success, it strengthens our determination and drives us to push past obstacles, no matter how challenging they may seem. The key to building a circle of supportive people is to invest in relationships that are mutually beneficial and grounded in respect, trust, and empathy. It's important to surround ourselves with individuals who lift us up, but also with people we can lift up in return. True support is not one-sided. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels valued, heard, and appreciated. By nurturing these kinds of relationships, celebrating your wins, both big and small, is one of the most effective ways to reinforce your confidence. It may seem simple, but acknowledging your achievements, regardless of their size, plays a crucial role in building self-esteem, boosting motivation, and solidifying your belief in your own abilities. Often, we are so focused on what's next or the areas where we feel we can improve that we forget to pause and appreciate the progress we've made. This lack of recognition can lead to burnout, frustration, and diminished self-confidence. By making a habit of celebrating your wins, you create a positive cycle of achievement that fuels your self-belief and propels you toward even greater success. One of the key reasons celebrating your wins is so powerful is that it helps to create a sense of accomplishment. Each time you acknowledge a success, no matter how small, you are reinforcing the belief that you are capable, that you can take action and achieve results. This helps build a positive self-image as it encourages you to recognize that you have the ability to set goals and follow through with them. When you celebrate these wins, you create a tangible reminder that your hard work is paying off, which enhances your confidence and encourages you to keep going. Celebrating your wins also fosters a sense of motivation and momentum. Success breeds success, and the more you celebrate your progress, the more motivated you become to pursue new challenges. It helps to shift your focus from the obstacles and difficulties you may face to the positive outcomes and victories that come with perseverance. This sense of momentum drives you to tackle more ambitious goals as you begin to believe that you have what it takes to overcome obstacles and continue succeeding. The act of celebrating encourages you to take pride in your progress, which in turn fuels your determination to push even harder. Additionally, celebrating your wins helps to build a mindset of abundance. In our fast-paced, achievement-driven culture, it's easy to get caught in the trap of constantly chasing the next big goal without ever taking the time to appreciate how far you've come. This can create feelings of dissatisfaction, as you're always focused on what's next rather than appreciating the present moment. By making the conscious decision to celebrate your wins, you shift your perspective from scarcity, where success feels elusive, to abundance, where you recognize and appreciate the many victories, both large and small, that you've already experienced. This shift in mindset opens the door to greater self-acceptance and contentment, and ultimately increases your confidence. Celebrating your wins also helps you acknowledge your progress. It's easy to get discouraged when we are solely focused on the future or on areas we need to improve, but it's important to recognize how much we have already accomplished. Often we don't give ourselves enough credit for the strides we've made, and this can erode our confidence. By celebrating, we take a moment to reflect on the work we've put in and the growth we've achieved. This act of self-reflection allows us to see the bigger picture and appreciate how far we've come, which reinforces the belief that we are capable of achieving even more in the future. Moreover, celebrating your wins nurtures a sense of gratitude. When we celebrate, we often take a moment to reflect on what we've learned, the people who have supported us, and the resources that have helped us along the way. This gratitude deepens our appreciation for the journey and makes us feel more connected to ourselves and others. Gratitude and celebration are powerful tools for boosting self-confidence because they help us acknowledge the good in our lives and recognize our own worth. When we feel grateful for our wins, we are less likely to take them for granted and more likely to celebrate them in meaningful ways. Celebrating your wins also has a social component that can enhance your confidence. Sharing your achievements with others, whether with friends, family, or colleagues, allows you to bask in the positive energy of those who care about you. When you celebrate together, you reinforce your bond with others, and they can help amplify your sense of accomplishment. Having a support system that celebrates your successes not only makes the victories feel sweeter, but also encourages you to continue striving for more. It's important to surround yourself with people who will acknowledge your wins and cheer you on, as this external validation can further strengthen your internal belief in yourself. In addition to sharing your wins with others, taking time to celebrate on your own can also be incredibly empowering. Treating yourself to something special, whether it's a small reward or an activity you enjoy, can be a form of self-care that reinforces the idea that you deserve success. Celebrating your victories on your own terms allows you to truly internalize the achievement and gives you a sense of personal fulfillment. This reinforces the idea that you are worthy of success and that you deserve to feel proud of your efforts. Whether it's through a relaxing activity, buying something for yourself, or simply taking a moment to savor your success, celebrating privately helps you cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth and confidence. The act of celebrating also creates a positive association with success. When we celebrate our achievements, we begin to associate success with feelings of joy, pride, and accomplishment. This makes the process of achieving goals more enjoyable and less stressful. Rather than viewing success as an endpoint that's constantly out of reach, we start to see it as a series of small, enjoyable moments that add up to something meaningful. This positive association with success helps to reframe our approach to challenges and goals. We stop seeing success as something that only happens in the future and start enjoying the journey as it unfolds. Finally, celebrating your wins creates a healthy relationship with success. Too often we feel guilty about acknowledging our own achievements, believing that we need to downplay our successes to avoid appearing boastful or arrogant. However, taking pride in your achievements is not about bragging, it's about recognizing your hard work and giving yourself credit for the efforts you've made. When you celebrate your wins, you foster a healthy relationship with success, one that encourages continuous growth and appreciation for both the journey and the outcome. As we reach the end of this journey towards greater confidence, remember that confidence is not something that comes overnight. It's a continuous process of self-discovery, growth, and perseverance. Each of the steps we've discussed, believing in yourself, embracing challenges, learning from failure, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and celebrating your wins, are all vital components in building a strong, shakable sense of self-worth. So let's make a commitment today to honor ourselves, to take pride in our progress, and to continue striving for greatness with kindness. The road may not always be smooth, but with each step, each setback, and each victory, you are becoming stronger, wiser, and more confident. You are worthy of success. You are capable of greatness, and most importantly, you have everything within you to achieve your dreams. Believe in yourself, trust the process, and never stop celebrating the incredible person that you are becoming. The world is waiting for you to shine. And with confidence, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Now go forward with your head held high, knowing that you have all that it takes to conquer anything that comes your way. Thank you, me. By allowing yourself to feel good about your accomplishments, you lay the groundwork for even greater confidence and a stronger belief in your ability to continue achieving. Create a foundation for long-lasting confidence, as we know that we have a community of people who will always be there for us, no matter what. Instead, we can embrace vulnerability and share our struggles, knowing that failure is not something to be ashamed of, but something to be embraced and learned from. Since the more it will become ingrained in your mindset, creating a positive feedback loop that reinforces your belief in yourself. And this cycle of positive self-talk leading to positive action creates momentum, which fuels your confidence even further. Rough waiting for everything to be perfect. When you take action, you begin to see that you can handle the challenges that come your way, even when they are unpredictable or not ideal. And with each step you take, no matter how imperfect, your confidence grows stronger. Search your ultimate potential.